Welcome to Gate City Chronicles and happy 2014. I'm Kevin Avard, your host, and today I'm joined with a couple here who are a couple of artists from Nashua area. And I'll start off with Manny Ramirez. Of course, any relationship to the baseball player?
Not at all.
Of course, you get that a lot, right?
Yeah, I do.
And then Cecilia, how do you pronounce your last name?
Ulibarri.
Ulibarri.
Yeah.
So Manny Ramirez and Cecilia, of course, you get the Cecilia, right?
Yeah.
Like I nailed you with that. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
And you are artists.
Yes, we are.
And we love artists coming on the show. And so we're going to talk about positive art. Is that what it is?
It's positive street art.
Positive street art.
Yes.
So this is a program that you both started. Cecilia, you're the president?
Yes.
Yes.
And Manny, you're
I'm the creative director.
creative director.
Yes.
And what do you create?
We create art. We create art. We create all sorts of art and performance art as well because we dance.
Now, I guess Carol Robideau's done an article on The Patch, a little bit about what you do.
Yes.
You have a mural in Nashua by the Dunkin' Donuts, is that it?
Yeah,
we have
that
a
was
few.
our first one.
Yeah, that was our first one.
Okay.
So as far as murals go, we have one at Dunkin' Donuts. We also have another one on Ash Street, right down the street from the PAL Center, and then one right across the street from the PAL Center at the Ash Street Skate Park.
Now, one of the things I asked you, before we got on camera is, how did it start? And is you said there's a need for or a demand for this?
Yeah.
Well, now there is. Initially, we knew that the city was growing, but there wasn't really anything that catered to, the mural aspect in the city, and just bringing out a different type of art. And encouraging the kids in the process. So we decided to brainstorm a little bit of how we could do that. And initially we were just gonna, do our own thing and just seek out youth that wanted to help us with this endeavor. And then we realized that there was actually a demand for it. We researched it, and we got some help from SCORE, and they kind of paved the way for what this is today.
What is SCORE?
SCORE.org is an organization. It's a nonprofit, right?
Yeah.
What they do is they help.
They consult.
They consult
nonprofits and small businesses.
They're free.
They're free.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And basically you contacted them. You said, hey, look, we got an idea. We can help the community. We can help the kids in the community.
Yeah. So I met Cecilia a few years back, and I actually met her at an art show, and we just started talking about how much we love art and how much we love urban art, and how there's nothing like it around here. I mean, as far as we knew about.
Right.
And if there was, it was more like illegal. It was like tagging kind of stuff, and
Right. Something that they have to paint over.
Yeah,
right.
Something that they have to paint over, and we thought about how could we bring that,
More public art.
Yeah, because we both love urban art, and we both love graffiti, and there's definitely a positive side of it. There's a lot of it that's beautiful, and it's just unfortunate that some of it is illegal. So we try to say we don't want to do illegal art, So how do we bring this to the public and have people appreciate it?
In my mind, when I think of urban art, I think of something maybe you'd see in Sanford and Sons, or in the murals. Sometimes you can see in the big cities the huge crosses or people playing basketball, just stuff like. Is that what you're talking about?
Right. Yeah, public art. So like if you go to Philadelphia or New York, there's actually murals. There's actually organizations that are specifically for creating public art throughout the city, and that's why we felt that Nashua needed something like that. People appreciate art. They have the sculpture symposiums, which are amazing here. So you can see sculptured art, but there's not a lot of public art. Barbara Andrews has done one. She did one on Daryl's Music Hall. I'm sure you've seen that one of the clock tower, like the mill buildings.
Right.
She's done that one. But there's not a lot more besides the other ones that we've done in the city, and so we really wanted to bring that out. But we wanted to include the youth because we felt that there was an opportunity to show them that there's a way to do this art in a legal way, first of all, but a positive way, and showing them that there is a better way to outlet your creativity.
It's funny, if you've ever taken a train or you've gone into some of the inner cities and you see some of the illegal art, if you will, and you go, oh my God, these guys are fantastic.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You should be out making some money with that.
Right.
And how did they do that? You with a spray can, I mean, how did they have the time to do that?
Yeah.
And you kind of go through your mind thinking, there's a lot of wasted talent there. Now you're trying to draw some of these people in and give them a way to express, maybe develop, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Wow, that's a great. And are you getting positive responses from?
Yeah, I mean, we did some workshops at the Clearway Alternative High School, and those kids had a great response to what we were doing. They were like, "Wow, we can put our stuff on canvases, or we can put our stuff on clothing. We could, and they just loved the fact that we were doing this. We were role models to them, and that's really what we're trying to do."
Now you're a 501c3.
Not
no,
yet.
we're not
We're
yet.
working on
You're
that
working
right
on
now.
that,
Yep,
but-
we're a New Hampshire nonprofit
A
right now.
New Hampshire nonprofit, and so people can donate paints. What type of things do they donate? Is it paints, brushes?
Paints, canvases, brushes,
Markers,
markers,
paint
smocks,
markers
anything that's art related, we typically accept.
Now, do you do demonstrations? For instance, if you get like a little street corner or something like that. Hey, we're positive art. Let's show you how we can make a mural real quick.
We haven't done that, but we've gotten people involved in our murals. So it's not just us painting. We've gotten a lot of the kids from the youth, from the community involved and gotten to paint with us. We've also done live painting with the farmers market. So we just set up a canvas and we just
Started painting.
painting.
So people were walking
Yeah.
by, buying their local fruits and vegetables, and we're over there painting, and they get to see it,
Kind of like being in Paris, right? Yeah, you buy your food.
Yeah, and then there was live music in the background.
Yeah.
There's great fresh food, and it was fun to do that. It's nice outside, and so we found it a great opportunity to introduce ourselves more to the public that way. So
I seen Rahel. I don't know if you know who. She plays the guitar right next to the farmers market. But she's been on the show before. But she plays all kinds of spiritual music, and it's really kind of cool just to walk up and down, buy some fruits, and see stuff going on.
Yeah.
So that does add to the community. It's now, how many people do you incorporate into what you do? How many followers do you have, or people?
followers.
Followers, or people that are involved in what you're doing.
So as far as our board is 5 people strong right now. We also have
An advisory board.
An advisory board, and that's also we have five advisory board members. So we basically the entire board with the advisory board is 10 people, and then
we have lots of different volunteers.
That's right.
Yeah, lots of different volunteers.
15, 20
On
kids.
Facebook, we have about 800 or something, but we're looking for more. So
Wow.
you could always go to our Facebook page. It's Positive Street Art, and you can.
Are you
like our
restricted
page.
to New Hampshire or to Nashua, or do you go veer off to Manchester, Salem?
We'd love to, but
Yeah. Right now, we don't have the manpower to really do anything on a larger scale out there, but we have gone out there to introduce ourselves and kind of show our face and let people know what we're doing, because eventually we would like to branch out and have different chapters around the state, or maybe even the nation, if that's possible.
It's a nice way to get kids involved in doing something legal and keeping it positive, like you said, so that they can create, they can leave a mark that people remember them, which is kind
that
of
appreciate, yeah.
Right.
It's a positive reinforcement.
Right. And I grew up in Nashua, as a kid, and you see some ancient landmarks that are still there. You see Crosby Bakery, you see Alex Shoes, you see the center down by Alt Street where we used to play basketball in the dam. That's where I used to play there. It's nice to see the ancient landmarks there, but to see something that you might have painted, I think it's off of Franklin Street. You can see an old Coca-Cola mural on one of the sides of the buildings. It's just fading. Nice little spot. Just throwing that out there.
By the what's it called?
By the bank, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I think it's by the bank. You'll see it. I'm not exactly sure. But I guess the reason I say that is I
was
remember it
gonna
as a
say
kid.
National Wallpaper.
Yes.
Yes, I've seen it.
And
It is
you
fading,
see that, you kind of grew up with that, could you imagine painting something there in 30, 40 years, going back and say, you know, I did that.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of a cool thing, a legacy to leave behind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it might have helped change some lives. You know, some kids that might have been doing something that was not constructive. You know, so what is the age limit? Who do you bring in? Who?
We're open
all
to
ages,
we're open
yeah.
to the whole community with
Yeah.
with open arms. We accept anybody who is interested in inspiring or being a part of our movement. So our youth workshops are typically from ages
From like
6
6
to
yeah.
18.
Yeah, 6 to
literally.
18.
Like at the Boys and Girls Club, they go up to 18. We did those Clearway workshops, and those kids were up to age 20. So, and then we also do fundraising events like paint socials, and that's open to all ages, and mostly the adults come to that just to support us
Right.
and have a good time.
Now, you know, we interviewed Art with a Splash a little while back. You have your own type of thing going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so we started doing our paint socials almost a year and a little bit ago, and we started at the Amsterdam because we had a little bit of a partnership with one of the owners there, and then she came into as part of our board, and we continued to do it. So we started doing them, but they're not as often. They're like more like once a month. It's not like like 2-3 times a month. It's just once a month, but we have them every month still. But we're doing them at Wine Social right now. I mean at Why Not.
At Why Not?
Yeah.
And where
Why
is that?
Not? It's
Right on Main Street.
yeah.
Okay, and can people book with you?
Yes.
Yep.
Is that what you do, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's how you can raise revenue to...
Yeah.
To fund our other programs that we do. So it's just a different twist on the paint night. So you're not only getting to taste some wine and having a good time learning how to paint and bringing home a piece, but you're also helping a nonprofit.
Right.
So that's the
It's a
difference.
win-win.
Yeah.
Right, that's
Yeah.
kind of cool. What does the facility look like? Why not?
Why not? It's just a very cozy, intimate.
It's a little boutique.
A wine
It's,
boutique.
yeah, it's
They have
got that-
wines from all over, and it's like I said, it's just very cozy and intimate, and
And it's right on Main Street.
it's right on Main Street. It's very central. Yeah.
And people would contact you through the Facebook page or your website. Do you have a website?
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we do. I have a website.
PositiveStreetArt.org.
Okay, and they can book an event.
Yeah.
And of course, we don't talk about prices or anything like that, but you can find all that information
Yes,
Yeah.
on the website. Which is kind of cool. So, are you finding yourself getting booked a lot?
For certain events, I mean, some may not like the painting as much, or maybe it's around a bad season like Christmas.
Yeah, that
But,
kills a lot
yeah.
of small businesses.
But it depends.
Maybe
If
sports or-
yeah, it depends who the instructor is. It depends on what the media is or what the design is. But so they vary.
Is it usually paint, or do you do sculptures? Or
No, it's only been paint so
It's
far.
only been paint so far, but we
Yeah.
painted so far on canvas. We painted on mirrors, which is my medium. I usually paint on mirrors a lot. And the last one that I instructed at Why Not was on a wine glass. So,
Oh yeah, that's popular, right?
Yeah.
We also did a bottle too.
oh yes,
a
that's
wine
right. We did a
bottle.
wine bottle as
Yeah.
well.
Right. So that's interesting. Now you're a dancer,
Yes.
and is this part of the?
That sounds kind of funny.
Yes,
I'm,
this is-
I'm a dancer. I feel like
No,
I'm
that's
a
just-
backstage dancer type thing.
yeah. Back we were. No, wait, no. You're a dancer, and you do that as in conjunction with this,
Yes.
or
Yes.
separately?
No, in conjunction. Yeah, we in our last anniversary, we opened up a new genre to positive street art. Besides visual art, we wanted to add performance art, a little bit of performance art through dancing. So,
But it's still based around the urban
Yeah.
hip hop theme. So they do a lot of break dancing and
Yeah.
stuff.
I've done some Broadway stuff up north, and we've done a lot of Broadway reviews. And the bane of my existence is trying to move my body in rhythm. I could sing. I'm a good singer,
You should come to one of the workshops.
but I can't dance. I can't dance at all. It's just moving the hips. No, I'm stiff. But you have a lot of interest in that too. Then I take it.
Yeah, I do. So basically, we started with 4 kids, and now we have 6 that are passionate about it. it's hard to run a workshop every week, especially just once a week, and keep the same kids. You usually get a range of different kids. You're like, I've never seen you before. Well, welcome. So. And
Is that hard to keep the momentum going though? So you have to.
We try. Well, the way we have our dance is structured is more of a freestyle a dance workshop. So we start with a freestyle battle. That's what we call it, and we just kind of have the kids going on against each other, and it's like it's really cool seeing each other, every kid's character and and what they bring to the dance floor. And then we just kind of teach a few moves towards, we dedicate about half hour to 45 minutes to teaching just moves that they didn't know before and they wanted to add to their.
I've seen that at the Y once actually. They did they brought in some of the big shots doing all that, and they were doing a dance off.
Yeah.
And they were in a big circle, and they would have you didn't know what song they were going to play, and you had to dance to that song.
Yeah.
And of course, then you had to show your moves, and
Yeah.
and you get up in your face,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go back, and
Yeah.
but it's all
We call it a cipher.
It's
Yeah.
a cipher, and it
Yeah.
was kind of cool,
Yeah.
It's non-violent, but it's serious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, with the kids, it's not as serious, but they do have fun with it.
Right.
For sure.
Right.
Like, oh, I'm better than you,
Yeah.
but in a fun, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so that's part of it. Oh, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, we also brought the kids to Boston to see some of Boston's finest break dancers. They're called Floor Lords, and they're known worldwide. They go to the
They're like the Globetrotters of the dancing.
Yeah. They go worldwide for dancing competitions, and they did a workshop with them, and for the kids to see. Adults that have been dancing their whole entire life and they're so good at it. It's just like, when you see kids on TV, on TV or on YouTube dancing, the kids, watching this, they're like, oh, I could never get that good. Like, this guy's probably been dancing forever.
When they see it
yeah,
live.
so then when they see it live, you just get that, I don't know, that passion, and it just comes out. You're like, I want to do that, and I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
I could do this. That's about it.
There you go.
But if you learn one move at a time, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's neat.
Well, so you said you've been in Nashua for a while, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So do you remember that they used to have the bold drug-free dances at the Resurrection Hall?
That I don't know.
It's over by where North used to be, or where North is, but they used to have the Resurrection dances there.
No.
So it was drug-free dances, and it was for the youth. There were teen dances, basically, and they were held once a month. Well, I used to go to those, and so, in conjunction with what he's doing with the dance programs, we decided that we were going to open up a dance night for the teens. And so we started doing that last year in the summertime, actually right when school started, and we're slowly progressing with that effort. But giving the kids somewhere to go that the kids' parents can trust,
Right.
And the other kids that are in the dance workshops can show off, and they can have a freestyle and open it up to anybody else, and hopefully gain more interest in the dance program.
Someplace to go instead of
So,
just hanging out.
Yeah, somewhere off the street, something that they can look forward to.
Do you see that there's a lot of need in the inner part of the city for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See it, around the Chestnuts and Ash Street. You see some kids just kind of wandering.
Well, just
sometimes.
as an example, when I was growing up, I used to go to Pal a lot, just because they had teen dances on Fridays. So instead of me just wandering around the streets on Friday nights, I would just go to the teen dance and dance there, and it was just kind of like to show off, to be a kid, and that kept me from a lot of trouble. So.
Right.
If we can at least keep kids out of trouble for one night of the month, then we'll feel happy about it.
Yeah. Now you have an event coming up soon, right?
Yes,
Yes.
What's going on?
it's our 2nd year anniversary, and it's January 19th.
It's called Reflections, and it's going to be a multifaceted event. So we're going to have an art show with not just our work, but other local artists' work. And we're going to have a fashion show featuring some of the local boutiques downtown.
Fashion show. Okay,
Yes.
we didn't get into that. I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah,
that's kinda
yeah.
cool.
A fashion show, dance performance from both the instructors and the youth dance team. and we're also going to have music and you know,
Local artists or just
Yes, local.
yeah, local artists as well as our art.
Oh, you mean as far as
it's
music?
music, I mean.
No.
No, we're going to have a DJ there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to have a DJ. So the floor will be opened up for other people. So if you want to go show off your moves.
Yeah, my move, right? My wife would laugh. Oh, don't do that.
But we'll be celebrating that night as well. We'll be showing a video of our progress and, you know, just a celebration of what we've accomplished in the past couple years. Because we never thought 2 years ago that it would have grown to this caliber. Yeah. And we only see better things, just as Nashua has just really embraced us. So we're
It is
we're
a community,
moving
isn't
forward.
it? For a city its size, you really, it is a community. So it's going to be the 19th. It'll be held where again?
At Arena Nightclub.
At Arena Nightclub.
Yeah. And for those of you who watched football game, there's a sports bar right connected to the venue.
It's half
They have
sports
like 50
bar. It's on a
TVs.
Sunday night. That's football night.
Yeah, so
but
you can come to the show
you can
and-
cross over and check out what we're doing.
Where is Arena Sports Bar? Is that
It's
across
right.
from
It's 53
Wallpaper?
High Street. So it's right by the Nashua
Wallpaper,
Wallpaper.
right across,
Yep.
right across the parking lot.
It's right next door.
Right, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. And do you expect a big turnout?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. And we encourage the whole public to come because we really want to share our accomplishments and share what we're doing for the community and hopefully gain some more interest for more volunteers and more participants in our workshops and paint socials and everything else that we do.
Do you, on the side, we're going to be closing shortly, but do you do murals for businesses' windows? Do they,
Yes.
do
We
they
have.
commission
We have,
you to
yeah.
do that?
Yeah.
We have in the past. We've done some for Persian Rug Gallery when we for the holiday stroll. The owner of the Coronis building had let us use that, and we painted the window a holiday theme. And we've also done some inside businesses as well. Microdesk was one of our first 360 murals. We painted all 4 walls in their game room. So when you walk in, you're like literally engulfed in a whole art piece, and it's really fun.
We've also we just did the logo for the city's new branding at one of the windows downtown, right across the street from
Alpha Graphics.
Alpha Graphics.
Alpha
Yeah.
Graphics.
Yeah.
Right across the
It's
street from there.
Big
Yep.
Nashua logo right there.
If you see the Dare to Begin logo, because
Yep.
that's the new theme for Nashua. That logo
that for the
was
holiday
done
stroll,
by
yeah.
this guy over here.
Have you worked with the Symphony New Hampshire at all? I know that they had a book out, and they, I guess, each letter for Nashua.
Yeah, we wanted to participate in that, but we didn't have time. Unfortunately,
yeah.
we wanted to.
We
get
had a
that
lot
book.
of things going on during that time.
Yeah.
But we have some stuff in store this year. So
Yeah, it might be that Nashua's going to become one of the art centers of New Hampshire.
That
for
would
certain.
be amazing.
there's a
and
lot
we're
of
pushing for that.
many artists that are trying to bring a lot of art into the city, and I think it's a wonderful thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And
We haven't-
we as an organization, we're just trying to bring all that together and make it a community effort. So
All right. And well, we appreciate you being part of the community for
yeah.
certain.
No, we love
The website again is?
is www.positivestreetart.org.
Okay.
And you can also like us on Facebook at Positive Street Art.
Positive Street Art. Okay. Manny and Cecilia, thank you
Yes.
for coming on the
Yes,
show.
no, thank you for
Thank you,
having us.
All right. And thank you for watching Gate City Chronicles. And please participate. Check out the website and the Facebook page. This is a great thing. The more I look at Nashua, the more I see a lot of things like this, the positives, the community, the effort to make sure that we stay a community. And this is wonderful. So thank you for coming on the show, and thank you for watching our first episode of the year. And we thank you for watching Gate City Chronicles. Until next week. Gate City Chronicles has been sponsored by Aardvark, the Dean of Clean, a local carpet cleaning here in Nashua, New Hampshire. You can contact them at 521-7657. Thank you.